I want you so bad, it's making me mad. I want you. I wanna say yes.
14 crunchy layers, creamy cheese. Malkist can't resist.
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has categorically refuted any report of the government planning to procure a chopper for the state, citing the substantial costs and technical expertise associated with such an acquisition. His reaction comes to a report published by a local newspaper on government's plan to procure a twin-engine helicopter for transporting VIPs. Clarifying on the report, CM Sangma on Thursday said the news report is factually incorrect. Meghalaya has not come out with any tender or shown any intention to procure any chopper because it is very expensive. We will only be giving out a tender for leasing, a short-term lease, on service basis, and we pay on hourly basis to the concerned company. That is the most efficient way in which we can serve the purpose and at the same time not incur too much of heavy financial burden, he explained. He further justified that need for a dedicated chopper for official and VIP movement as the state currently uses the helicopter services meant for tourists and civil purposes. Hence, when the government is using the chopper, the tourist services are high.
The article by this particular newspaper or this media house, like it has happened many times before, is factually incorrect. They have once again not done their homework, and the fact is that Meghalaya has not come out with any kind of tender or any shown any intention to procure a chopper because it's very expensive. So we will be only giving out a tender for leasing, short-term lease on service basis, and we pay on an hourly basis to the concerned company, and that is the most efficient way in which we can serve the purpose, at the same time not incur too much of a heavy financial burden. And this is being done also because most of the time the chopper that is there, that's meant for the tourist and the normal sorties that are meant for Shillong, Tura, Guwahati sorties, they normally get disturbed when there is some VIP movement, and hence as and when we require the chopper, at least by following a procedure, we'll be leasing it out and using the chopper as and when we require it. The chopper will be belonging to the service provider, the pilot will be theirs, fuel is theirs, we only pay on an hourly basis. So it is completely incorrect, and this media house must get their facts correct. Many times they've got it wrong. Last time also they mentioned that there is a 1,300 crore of scam in the tourism department, and later on when they found out it was just a 13 crore scheme and there was no scam in it also. Out of 13 crore scheme, a component of about 70 lakhs was not fully complete, and accordingly we had asked the contractor and every department to follow up. So sensationalizing news like this, they may get the attention for that day, but as they keep doing this, I'm sure that people will lose trust in such media houses who keep coming out with such false information and news. So I would urge them not to come out with this kind of news just to defame the government or any lines. So it's not a good thing. Well, defamation case, whether it has to be done or not, that the DIPR and accordingly administration will decide. I don't want to go into details of that. It's not, but yes, it's not that's not good, or it's not correct for any media house to come out with news without, as I said, doing their homework, just to sensationalize, the news and get the attention. They come out with news like that without facts. So yes, if necessary, a defamation case may be filed also, but that will be explored by the officials, and we'll see how it goes. But I do urge the media houses that we need to act responsibly. We need to ensure that correct news comes out, factual news comes out, and don't try to sensationalize news just to get attention, as I said, because in the long run, people will lose trust in your newspaper. So the media house concerned needs to be careful because it's about their brand and about the trust that people have in them, which people are slowly and steadily losing. Absolutely. The procedure is very clear that we are going to be leasing out the chopper services, and the payments will be made on an hourly basis. So there is no question of procuring a chopper. It is absolutely not feasible for us to procure a chopper because number one, it's very expensive. Number two, maintaining it is very difficult. Number three, we need pilots to be recruited by the government, so on and so forth. So there is completely no need for it. Our VIP movements are limited, but at the same time, I must also say that choppers are necessary sometimes because it saves a lot of time, and sometimes urgent movements need to be done by senior leaders. And for all those purposes, we do require the chopper, but the usage is quite minimum, and as I said, so therefore the question of procuring a chopper from the state point of view, keeping our financial constraints in mind, is absolutely not at all feasible. So as I said, the newspaper has got it completely wrong.